The war between the Trump administration and the animated series South Park continues, with ever more hilarious results. This time, Director of Homeland Security Kristi Noem has struck back at the show's creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who continue to troll Noem and Trump, much to the amusement of the world. Pour a tall one, folks. This one will make you laugh. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. In case you missed it, the season 27 premiere of South Park late last month set Washington and the internet on fire. The show features a parody of Donald Trump in a relationship with Satan, and as someone with a microscopic... What am I allowed to say on YouTube? Can I say... All right. Manhood. Microscopic manhood. You know what I mean. Here, just take a look.
The episode follows up the show's blockbuster 27th season return last month that went viral, thanks to its no-holds-barred skewering of Trump. It delivered nearly 6 million cross-platform viewers, marking the largest audience share for the animated comedy in 25 years. The episode also received more social media posts than any other in the show's history. The episode even drew condemnation from the White House, which issued a statement claiming, just like the creators of South Park, the left has no authentic or original content, which is why their popularity continues to hit record lows. This show hasn't been relevant for over 20 years and is hanging on by a thread with uninspired ideas in a desperate attempt for attention.
Pretty funny stuff, right? It gets funnier and even more savage, so don't go away. Trump, true to form, retaliated by tweet, calling the show irrelevant and unfunny. Tell that to the biggest ratings the show has had in its 27-season run, not to mention some of the best reviews in its history. As usual, Trump is out of touch with reality. Maybe it's sleeping all those nights next to Satan. Who knows? In any case, this week the show returned with yet another scalding parody of the Trump administration, this time portraying J.D. Vance as a dwarf in the vein of Fantasy Island character Tattoo, played by Hervé Villechaize. But by far, its sharpest digs came at the expense of Department of Homeland Security Director and spokesmodel for Mar-a-Lago face, Kristi Noem. And if you don't know what Mar-a-Lago face is, look it up. It's pretty funny. Here's what South Park had to say about Ms. Noem.
Welcome to the team, recruits. I'm Kristi Noem, head of Homeland Security.
Oh, she seems nice. Okay, very pretty.
A few years ago, I had to put my puppy down by shooting it in the face. Because sometimes doing what's important means doing what's hard.
Whoa!
Now we'll ask the same determination of you. Because detaining and questioning people is never easy.
Oh, God!
As the face of Homeland Security, I'll be leading the way. And together we'll make sure everyone is in this country legally. So let's get out there and get them, recruits. Together we can make it happen.
It should not come as any real surprise, but Ms. Noem and her semi-sentient face didn't care for South Park's treatment of them. Speaking to Glenn Beck last night, proving once again that rats move in packs, Noem lashed out at Parker and Stone, trashing the episode.
Breaking news, the new head of Paramount telling CNN he is standing by South Park after another utterly scathing episode about the Trump administration. The latest episode hitting a nerve, prompting Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to publicly respond to South Park's unflattering portrayal of her. Here she is with Glenn Beck.
Yeah, it never ends, but it's so lazy to just constantly make fun of women for how they look. Only the liberals and the extremists do that. If they wanted to criticize my job, go ahead and do that, but clearly they can't. They just pick something petty like that.
South Park, which has not let up on its brutal criticism of Trump week after week, is the #1 streamed show in the United States right now. The #1 streamed show. So people are watching this. And that is something the White House, which tried to dismiss the show as irrelevant and saying no one watched it, which of course is factually inaccurate, they don't want to hear it.
Don't act surprised. The episode continues to get even higher viewership than the previous episode, which is kind of amazing. According to Wikipedia, it's almost double the viewers. Oh, and just so you know, Ms. Noem, in case you're watching, South Park did make fun of your job, showing you arresting Dora the Explorer for deportation.
Freeze! Hold on. Okay.
We're just here for questioning. Cooperate, another nothing battle. Holy shit!
The episode also ends with Noem going on a mass shooting spree of dogs in a pet store. Also, undeterred by Noem's attacks, the official South Park Twitter account changed its profile picture this morning. You know, there's a lot I could say about this one, but it speaks for itself. And I think it settles the score between South Park and director Noem, with South Park winning the match. And there's a whole 8 episodes to go in this season. Lord only knows how this will all play out, and I may be biased, but I'm calling it now. South Park is officially the best show on television. I'm David Reddish.